Hello children, important dynasties of South India. That lesson we are learning from many days. Today we are learning the last one dynasty, is Hoysala dynasty. Hoysalas. Very interesting stories there about the Hoysala children. Listen the video very carefully. See, these Hoysalas ruled more than 300 years. They covered the south part of Karnataka as well as Tamil Nadu, and they ruled 300 years. Then more than 300 years they ruled. So as they ruled for a long time, first earlier their capital city was Belur. Belur was their capital city. Later they made Dwarasamudra as their capital city. So there are two capital cities of Hoysalas, Belur and Dwarasamudra. It is also called as Hadagidu. Nowadays it is called as the Hadagidu. This Dwarasamudra only it is. Followed Dwarasamudra, Hadagidu is called. And the founder of the Hoysala dynasty is Sala. The king name is Sala. He is a founder figure. And the royal emblem is Sala killing. 1 minute. Sala killing a tiger. That is the royal emblem of the Hoysalas. Sala killing a tiger. How it is? Picture I will show from the textbook here. Regarding the royal emblem, Sala killing a tiger, royal emblem of the Hoysalas. And two famous kings from the Hoysala dynasty are Vishnuvardhana and Ballala II. These two are the famous kings. Now I show the picture of the Sala killing a tiger. That is the royal emblem of the Hoysala children. See, this yellow part is the Hoysala dynasty children. South part of Karnataka as well as this is Tamil Nadu. That one they covered. Yellow part. Then Sala killing a tiger. See, this is the royal emblem. He is a king children and this is a tiger. The face they change. This is the royal emblem. In all Beluru, Halebeedu, in front of the temple only they carved this one. Their royal emblem only they carved on the stone. Yes, how it is regarding Sala, how he became the king and all, it is very nice stories there children. Sala, king name. Once what happened, in olden days, Gurukulas were there. You know that one. Guru was keeping their children in his residence only. He used to teach all the subjects. Then he used to teach, there were no classroom, under the tree and all they used to teach. That is called Gurukula. Always it is outside the villages only. In a calm place, the Munis, Gurus used to stay in their place only they used to teach. So once what happened, this Sala Guru, he was teaching something sitting under the tree. Guru was sitting under the tree. In front of the Guru, many students were sitting. He was preaching something. That time, one of the tiger came from the backside of the Guru. Just it is about to jump on the Guru, tiger. That time, Sala saw the tiger. See, he is a child, he is a student. Any child, if he saw the tiger, means what he will do? Just he will run away to save his life. Yes, no? But Sala, instead of running away, he ran away towards the tiger to kill it. Followed, no children? To kill it, he ran away towards the tiger. Guru don't know about the tiger, which is backside of him. So when he saw Sala was running towards the tiger, he turned and then he saw Sala was running towards the tiger without any weapon. The tiger is wild animal. How he will face the attack of the tiger? he must have some weapon. So what happened? Guru is having one bark. He is having one bark. That one he throw towards the Sala. He has to look back to the Guru, no? So he called him. How he called? Oi, Sala! Like that he screamed. Sala is in a hurry to kill the tiger. So, to grab the attention of that Sala, Guru screamed very loudly, Oi, Sala! Sala looked back towards the Guru. That time, Guru thrown that bark. Holding that bark, Sala stabbed the tiger's stomach and he killed this tiger. This is the story. I hope you understood the story, children. Like in this way, Sala killed the tiger when he was a student. To save his Guru's life, he showed his bravery. He attacked the tiger and he killed. Very great thing, no it is. So, when he killed the tiger, many students were there who are sitting in front of the Guru. Victory they want to celebrate. Tiger is now killed. So they want to celebrate that victory. How they started their victory? Guru screamed, Oi Sala. So clapping, they started screaming, Oi Sala, Oi Sala, Oi Sala. Followed, children? So then that become one word only, Oi Sala. Like this way, they got the kingdom name. Followed, children? Hoysala is not anywhere word it is. How it came means because of this story. Sala is a king name. Hoysala means whenever they are speaking anything means we will say no, oi, a, like this will say the words no, that word is oi. In this way, Hoysala dynasty got the name. As Sala saved the Guru's life, Guru blessed him. What blessings he given? He blessed him. You are very brave. You are brave like a king. See, killing tiger is not an ordinary man's bravery. It is. Kshatriya people can do this one. So he said, when you grown up, you will establish the kingdom. You will become the king. And you have to keep the kingdom name as the Hoysala. Because for a long time, students were screaming, Hoysala, Hoysala. So that word was in the Guru's mind. He said, in this name only, he established the kingdom. Like that, he given the blessing. Afterwards, Sala, when he grown up, he became the king. And according to the Guru's wish, he kept the kingdom and name as a Hoysala. I hope you understood and enjoyed the story also, children. Okay. Next, we'll learn about the Vishnuvardhana and Badrana, two famous kings from the Hoysala dynasty. Yes, take these points. Yes, Vishnuvardhana, we'll learn first here. See, Vishnuvardhana is one of the famous king from the Hoysala dynasty. He is a very brave king, children. He defeated the Cholas and Pandyas. They are also South Indian kings. That one he defeated, and he followed the Jainism and Sri Vaishnava sect also he used to encourage. Then one of the great contribution of the Vishnuvardhana is Channakeshava temple in Belur. It is in Belur, children, very famous temple. Picture is there. Later I will show from the textbook, children. Channakeshava temple, very famous, nice carving, Shilabalika and all is there. Very beautiful and big temple it is. It is in Beluru. It is the gift of the Vishnuvardhana. Followed? Yes. Next, this wife, children, one of the famous king of Vishnuvardhana, Shantala. Her name is Shantala. She got the title as Natya Saraswati. She got the title as the Natya Saraswati. Yes, this is about the Vishnuvardhana. Next comes Ballara II. Ballara II also one of the famous king. He ruled for 50 years. Very long time it is. he ruled children, but that time Delhi sultans were attacking the Hoysala dynasty oftenly. That is the one of the misery for the Hoysala dynasty children. They used to attack oftenly and they used to root the wealth of the Hoysala dynasty. Whichever province they are attacking, they used to root the wealth of that province. Then Sultan of Madurai. He is also one of the, he is related to the Delhi Sultans, Madurai Sultan. Delhi Sultans belonging only is, so he used to attack the Delhi Hoysala dynasty oftenly. He increased the cruelty. Often he is used to attack the Hoysala dynasty, loot the wealth of the people, torturing them, killing them like this. His cruelty was more. Day by day it was increasing. So this Ballara II, he faced the attacks, but how far he will do children? Often he is attacking and he is a more cruel means. So at the last he killed the Ballara II. Madurai Sultan killed the Ballara II. That by that time this Hoysala dynasty became very weak, both in power and they killed many of the people also. Oftenly wars means it is very much burden to the kingdom. So it was already weakened. After Ballara II, his son came to the power, but he also very soon died. They killed his son also. Madurai Sultan killed his son also. So this Ballara II only you can say he is the last famous king from the Hoysala dynasty. Follow children. Next I will move to the architecture. Architecture children, it is very famous. Beluru, Halebeedu, you know that one. Famous architecture centers, they are world famous also. In that Hoysaleshwara temple in Halebeedu, Chennakeshwara temple in Beluru. They are very beautiful one and famous one. That one I will take now. Take this one in the architectural way. Yes, architecture is the three famous temples of Hoysala I wrote on the board. These temples all are unique children and they are very much beautiful one. Common features are there in all the temples. That one I will explain now. First thing is they are built in a star-shaped basement. What the platform is there now for the temples? It is in the star shape. Because in olden days, all the meetings, celebrations, festival celebration, all they used to conduct in the temples only. In that star-shaped basement, royal family used to sit. And in that veranda, the celebration of the festival or meeting, they used to conduct. Because of this reason, they built all the temples in the star shape. If you are visiting that one means you will understand how it is in the star shape. If you are standing in front of the temple, you can see the platform. You are taking the round of the temple means you will come to know it is in the star shape. Then Navranga pillars inside the temple are very smooth. Inside the temple children, pillars are there. All pillars are decorated. Very nice smooth carving is there. In a black stone there are pillars and they are very nicely carved. Pillars in the Navranga, in the Hoysaleshwara temple, two pillars are there children. If any lady, the ladies bangles are variety of bangles are there children. Some are dome shaped, some are flat, some are thin, some are broad. Like this, varieties of bangles are there. If lady, she is wearing the varieties of bangles and if she is holding the palm like this means how it looks in that shape pillars are there. So I told if you are visiting that one means you come to know that one. Yes, then on the outside wall of the temple, episodes of mythology are duplicated. Many stories are they carved on the outside wall of the temple. Follow children, these are the three common features of the Hoysala temples. Famous temple is Chennakeshwara temple, it is in Beluru. Then Keshava temple, it is in Somnathpura. but statues are not there. Recently, Archaeological Department kept the Shivalingam and they started worship puja and all in the temple. But Somnath very badly it is affected by the Alauddin Khilji's attack. So in that no this statues and all is not there, puja and all is also not there. Yes. Then outside the temple we can see the Shilabalikes. Shilabalikes means when Bharatanatyam was there, children, many Bharatanatyam styles they carved on the walls. Shilabalike they are called. Madanike also they called. Yes, the carving and all is very beautiful, very nice to see that one, and many mythological stories also depicted on the outside wall. So Kuvempu, our master Kavi, he described the temples, Vaisala temples. How he described? Bagilalu kai mugidu banni. That means when you are coming to the inside the temple, you have to join your hands. Means you have to give the honor to the what the art is there in that web of art he called. That we must salute for that. Like that he told to the traveler. Yes, this is all about the architecture of the Hoysalas. Follow children. I will show the pictures of that one, Chennakeshava temple and see children, Shilabalika I said no. This is see dancing girl. See her leg, hand, one hand is here, another one is here. This one is Sala, already I told this one. Next comes Hoysaleshwara temple. Very big one. See children, this backside is temple. Here, this one is a platform. This one only it is in the star shape. These are the steps to go to the temple. And Hoysaleshwara's royal emblem here they carved, see here. Then Navaranga of the Chennakeshava temple. Roof it is children very nicely they carved. Understood no? Yes. After architecture, literature is there children. I will take that one. Yes, literature children. See, Jaina, Harihara, Raghavanka. These are the famous poets from the Hoysala kingdom. In that, what books they wrote already I wrote in the book. Jaina, he wrote the Yashodhara Charita. Then Harihara, he wrote the Girija Kalyana. Raghavanka, he wrote the Harishchandra Kavya. Then Andaya, he wrote the book Kabigara Kavya. Kabigara Kavya also they were, it is a Kannada book. First Kannada book it is. Then Harihara, he started the new form of poetry that is called as a Ragale. Follow? Yes, this is all about the literature. Yes, the Hoysala dynasty over children as well as important dynasties of South India. That lesson also over. For today's class, I will give the homework. Yes, homework for today children. Name the capital cities of Hoysalas. Two capital cities are there that we have to write. Who was the founder of Hoysala dynasty? What is the royal emblem of Hoysalas? Mention the temples of Hoysala period. The temples of name I wrote that you write. Name the literary works of Hoysala period. Write the common features of Hoysala temples. Three features I told you that we have to write. Then name the famous kings from the Hoysala dynasty. Two famous kings are there. That one you have to write. Do this so much children. In the next class, I will start the new civics lesson. Okay, thank you.